trying to be able to take roll right now, but you know what? I'm going to move on because roll is too slow. So I'm going to share my screen with my virtual so you can see what I'm doing right here. Okay, so we go to classroom. Guys, let me show you where this is. It's a little bit hidden, and it's because I haven't done this before. In the past, we have got given handouts. We're not doing handouts anymore because obviously COVID, and I've got my virtual. So you'll just go to this first page, go to classwork, and then go to vocab at the very top. Now you'll see lesson 8, which is next. It's going to be a couple weeks from now. And then you'll see lesson 7. Lesson 7, you want to click on the first one, and then for some odd reason, it's going to be the one candy-cornered on the bottom, the rest of them, okay? There's 15 words. So opening these up, we're going to go ahead and look at them. I'm going to come by and clean your desk as we talk about them and pronounce them, okay? So the first one is adroit. Please say adroit.
Adroit.
Adroit. What does it mean? It means skillful and clever. So what are the synonyms of adroit?
Dexterous.
Yes. Dexterous and apt. What's the opposite of adroit?
Clumsy and awkward.
Clumsy and awkward. Yes. So if you're not adroit at something, you may be.
That's me.
All right, next word. What is the next word?
Macroscopic.
Macroscopic. What is macroscopic?
Visible to the naked eye.
Hey, you have this one in my I do not have my paper.
It doesn't have any synonyms.
Macroscope. So macro. I know. This is the same thing.
No. Micro.
Macro is small. Think of the word macro. Microscopic. Tiny. Macro. Macroeconomics. Think of the word macro.
It's big.
It is. It's not like that. Macro. Okay, so we're going to be looking at a lot of prefixes and suffixes. Guys, let's make sure we're paying attention. Okay, next is fatuous. Please say fatuous.
Fatuous.
Fatuous is an adjective meaning foolish or inane, silly. My favorite word is asinine. It's not a bad word, but it means it's fatuous. And sensible and wise is the opposite of that. All right, bovine. Please say bovine. Bovine, adjective pertaining to cows or cattle. Ferret. Please say ferret. Ferret is a verb to search or drive out. It also means the cute little furry animals that some people have as pets. Affectation. Please say affectation. Affectation is a noun, a phony attitude, a pose. Insincerity, a sham. The opposite of that would be sincerity and genuineness. Knell. Please say knell. Knell is a noun, a sound made by a bell, often rung slowly for a death or funeral. Yes, knell. Hear the death knell. You probably see that in Edgar Allan Poe. Why did you think that? What are you thinking? Someone's name? No. Knell. All right. Please say. Did we say dichotomy yet? Dichotomy is a noun, a division into two parts. Please say callow. Callow is an adjective, young and inexperienced, immature. The opposite of callow is mature and sophisticated. Callow may be our 8th graders because they are young and inexperienced up here, aren't they? My seniors, y'all are mature and sophisticated, right? Okay. Laconic. Laconic. Please say laconic. Laconic is an adjective using few words, short, concise, pithy, and taciturn. The opposite would be verbose. So, guys, I want your application essays to be laconic. They don't have to. They don't need to be verbose. Okay, so now let's go to the awkwardly, the next page. I'm so sorry it's like this. Yeah, I know. Yep, last one. I'm so sorry. Quiddity. Please say quiddity. Quiddity is a noun, an essential quality, the essence. Patent. Please say patent. Evident or obvious, indisputable, apparent. Please say peccadillo. Peccadillo is a noun, a minor offense, a misdeed. Sagacious. Please say sagacious. Sagacious is an adjective, wise, having keen perception and sound judgment, shrewd, intelligent. The opposite would be obtuse and fatuous. Remember what fatuous meant? Silly, right? Rationalize. Please say rationalize. Rationalize is a verb to make an excuse for, to justify. Okay, so guys, here's what we're going to do. Last period did prefixes and suffixes and root words. You guys today are going to, I'm going to have you do something else. I'm going to have you try to find, and let's not take a whole lot of time doing this. If you have your colors with you, make it colorful. If not, I'll take whatever you get. But you're going to need to put your name on it. My virtual people will do this at home. You can email it to me or just hold it up for me, okay? Everyone's going to be assigned one word, and you're going to actually have a number that's going to last all year. And I'm going to go ahead and hand the cards out first. So virtually, y'all know that you're going to either be needing a piece of paper, or if you want to, you guys, if you wanted to find an image online that looks like your word, you can do that too. So we're going to do a little artwork today. You're going to try to draw what your word means. So we're not going to take a whole lot of time to do it, just about 10 minutes or so. And we're going to talk about the college essay. Okay? Yes. So
I'm gonna do both.
Yes. Both on. We're trying to do counts.
I want to do it.
Okay, let me assign your word. So, and this is going to be for the year, so make sure that you are paying attention. So, and I'm going to record it so I'll know. All right, Sam, you're going to be number 1 all year. Sam Billingsley, 1. Number 2 is Sarah Bowman all year. Sarah's going to be number 2 all year. 3 is Lacey. Lacey, you're going to be number 3. So number 3, you'll have 3 all year. Kaylee, you'll have number 4 all year. Rachel, you'll have 5. You'll be 5 all year. Josh, you'll be 6. Autumn, you'll be 7. Gavin, you'll be 8. So Gavin has number 8 all year. Kennedy has number 9. Kennedy has 9. Liz, you have 10 or 10. Jacqueline has 11. And Rayleigh has 12. And Dawn has 13. Now notice there's 2 words that won't be covered, and we'll just have to live with it. That's fine. So everyone has their number. Try to remember your number. I'll have it down for you though. If you forget, don't be ashamed. Some people, I have to run them all year. It's fine. So here's what we're going to do with your number. Let's just say you have adroit. I'm going to try to draw what adroit looks like to me. Someone who is skillful. Kind of hard to draw, right? So if you want to, if you have just a really difficult word, I will allow synonyms or antonyms if you want to just write down instead of trying to draw it, because that would be very difficult. But what kind of people would be adroit at something? Think about where skill is very important. Adroit. Who do you hope is adroit? I hope doctors are. I hope everyone is adroit. Surgeons, bridge builders, right? So adroit. You could draw any of those things. You could simply write the synonym meaning dexterous or apt, right? All right, macroscopic. I would draw something huge, just that would not need, could be any image you like. Are y'all getting the gist of it? Y'all understanding? Okay. Questions? Does everyone have? I don't know that everyone has. I gave everybody a box of crayons. Is everybody? We can't share them. But did I give you a box of crayons? I don't think I did. Did I? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. So here's the deal. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to just draw it, and I'm going to put it up. Don't worry. Okay. You're going to give it to me, and I'm going to hang it up. I got magnets. It's going to go under the word. Okay. Last period did prefixes and suffixes, and they did not have a good time, but it's going to get easier doing that. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For my word.
Yes.
Can I do the word? For Barry? Yeah. Well, it probably pops up favorites.
You could just do.
I mean, okay.
He's silly. That's a good pair around, trying to get it out, right?
We're going to spill first.
No, it's not. Okay, so what you could do, now a lot of people It's okay to take the scriptness, it doesn't even make it like, you know, someone hoses being peaceful. You know, someone who is calm, that would be including one. So if you go for a peace sign, being calm is including a full occupation. Or the others, EMT, police officers, they have to be calm. Does that make sense? So you go a peace sign, the fluidity.
You can do a peace sign with love.
Peace sign? You can do a peace sign. And you just explain. You can write the word on it. That would, you don't have to explain, I think the word on the word. So you don't have to. You know, I love people, sick people rule wherever you want to go. Awesome.
So do you write there?
You can. It's just help you. So that's right. Awesome.
There.
Traditional work. I love it. I love that. That's perfect. Guys, some of the words are easier than others, but some of them are difficult, and I said if you need to do a synonym, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Right? I know, you might be on your phone on doing it. I wish we could share, because I've got 40. We just can't share with
You know what color it is.
You could bring them tomorrow. And do it. Yes, please. Try, Mama. You're getting points for this tomorrow. The bell work will look a little bit different.
Do we need to write the definition?
You don't have to.
Oh. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, wait, okay. Can I draw SpongeBob doing this?
You sure can,
Because
absolutely.
he's looking for something in
That
the
would be
book.
perfect. Yes, you would. Absolutely.
Okay.
That was number one. Okay. And I believe all the seniors are doing these words, so we picked up with, I think the seniors will talk at 6, so we picked up at 7. We got this year. So like internet cases are all down, I'm not going to that right now. I'm hoping it's the last period.
Not gonna do it. I don't know what it.
Sure. Oh, something minor in this case. Just kind of something like, what would you consider a minor?
So we're just supposed to take a photo and then like turn it in, right? Like,
Yes.
okay.
That's right. That's perfect. Thank you. When you all finish, you can go and look on the college essay and start looking over that. We're going to talk about that in just a minute, okay? You don't have to write the word. It's going to be, I'm going to put it with Magnus. I'm putting it under the word behind you. And when you come in, I'll be up there.
So what do I draw?
Okay, minor 10. So what would you consider to be a minor? What are the traffic lights? Ooh, that's minor, y'all? I'm not rolling your eyes. I'm not kidding.
I thought
No.
that was mine, like major, like a film.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, so you got the right idea. You do. That's right.
So I dropped it.
Maybe run a stop sign. I did one, the guy drove just full speed. I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't even know it's all
I
happening.
did that one morning.
It was such a nonchalant stop sign. It was just kind of barely saw it.
I just did. I didn't even realize what lot was there.
During my driver's test. No, I didn't pass. Oh, y'all, for sure.
They did a prefix to subject and break, so I'll mix it up for you guys. You might get to say something. And I didn't do a very good job explaining it, so that's why it's not as pleasant as it should be.
Oh, God, I can't go in.
First thing I think I ever learned to draw.
I'm showing how our words, you think of the first two letters of the word.
I'm having trouble with the stand, but other than that, I can't draw bodies, so.
Very good, we did help our doctor.
Yeah.
Love it.
Did you draw that guy like I did? Hey, did you draw that guy like I told you? Did they done that? No, you guys. They're mine.
Yes.
Yes. Hello?
Guys, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is not rush, but Matt, go ahead and start talking about the say that way we don't stress anyone out. Are we ready for that? Y'all okay? Okay. So guys, my virtual, I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about the essay. So I'm tempted to show you all an 11-minute video since our internet is okay. And I think it'll help explain some things about it. After we finish, we can look at some prompts and then read a couple of sample essays, okay? So here we go.
Family is a digital writing assistant that helps you communicate clearly and effectively.
Let's get that.
It works as a simple correctly and it makes you sound good.
Oops.
Hello, this is Mr. Sasso, and I'm going to help you with your college application essay. No pressure or anything, but along with your last will and testament, the college application is probably one of the most important compositions you will ever write. How important is the essay? Well, that depends on what kind of student you are. You probably fall into one of the following three categories. If you're the kind of student who's in the 95th percentile on the SAT, your grade point average is a 4.0, and you have an impressive list of activities and leadership positions, then the essay might be a little less important for you. The college may have already decided that they want you, and all you can do in your essay is to blow it by coming off like a personality-free, grade-seeking robot. You can now stop watching this video and go back to annotating the complete works of William Thackeray. But most students fall into that gray area in the middle, and if this is you, I want you to imagine that the person reading your essay will be comparing you to 99 other applicants who, on paper, have all the same qualifications as you. The same test score, the same GPA, the same favorable teacher recommendations, maybe one or two extracurricular activities. Your essay is what will set you apart from the other 99. Let's call this student Doris. Her college essay is absolutely crucial to Doris. It could very well determine whether or not she gets accepted. Or maybe you're a lackluster student with poor grades and no extracurricular activities. Let's call this student Jane. The college or university usually admits a few students with weaker qualifications to give a break to students who stand out in some non-academic way, who look like they might really do something special if given a chance. Jane might bring something interesting and valuable to the school. She might be a deep thinker who has made some mistakes or has had some bad luck, like family problems. Or maybe nearly all of the students at the university are the same, homogeneous in some way, culturally, racially, economically, and Jane would bring a perspective to class discussions and study groups that others won't have. The university wants that, not out of generosity, but to create a lively, intellectual environment where not everyone sees through the same cultural lens. So that could be Jane's chance. You already know most of what you need to know. Things you've already learned in your English classes about essay writing apply to your college application essay as well. Organize effectively. Write with personality and emotional commitment, what we call voice. Use vivid word choices and proofread your work for conventions errors. Sound familiar? And here's the best single piece of advice I can give
Bless
you.
you.
Start early so that you can revise thoroughly and meaningfully. If you're a chronic procrastinator, make yourself start early so that you can write more than a single draft. If you think you write best under pressure, don't kid yourself. Give yourself the time to do your best work. So let's talk about organization. You've probably written several essays for school, and your teacher, I would hope, will have talked to you about how to organize an essay. But if you, like Jane, were busy watching funny cat videos that day, let me refresh your memory. Begin with an attention-getting intro, or hook. You can look at my video on hooks as well. Then include or imply your thesis, the main point of your essay, which in this case is, you should admit me to your school. The body of your essay will show the reader why you should be admitted. Don't talk a lot about things already in your application. They already know those things, and they need a human face now to put on your GPA, your SAT or ACT scores, your school activities, etc. Instead, the body of your essay should make clear that you are a real human being, not just some phony trying to tell them what they want to hear. And that if they give you the opportunity to get an education at their college or university, you'll go out into the world after graduation and do meaningful things with it. Your conclusion should be concise. Don't ramble on after you've made your point. It wouldn't be a bad idea to directly say that you hope they'll give you the opportunity to show them what you can do, or something like that. I made a whole other video on essay organization, so consider watching that for more detailed information. Next, voice. What we call voice is basically two things: the sensitive personality and emotional commitment. In your college essay, it's hugely important to convey a sense of who you are through your words. Your essay, as I've said, is the human face on your application. The reader wants to get to know you. So convey personality and an awareness that you are communicating with another human being. One way to do this is to anticipate your reader's questions and answer them. Let's say you are writing about your hobby, chainsaw juggling. Anticipate your reader's questions with something like this. Now, you're probably wondering what kind of bonehead would juggle chainsaws, but like anything else in life, the risks are minimal if you know what you're doing. Use of personal pronouns like I, me, my, you, and your are perfectly appropriate in this kind of essay. Also, it's okay to use informal words and colloquial phrases so that you convey a sense of your personality. Just remember, a little goes a long way. The second aspect of voice, emotional commitment, simply means that you are interested in what you're saying, that you're saying something you actually care about. Don't be afraid to write with passion or intensity. Writing on autopilot is the quickest way to sound generic and boring. What other than yourself do you really care about? Think about what you really want to say and then say it like you mean it. A former vice chancellor of admissions at the University of Denver said in a Denver Post article that Applicants shouldn't exaggerate either. Most readers can tell if you're stretching the truth when you say that the death of your second cousin's stepfather's uncle caused you to fail geometry. Part of voice is authenticity, so keep it real, be sincere. Think about what kind of person you are. An admissions director at Texas Christian University said in the Arizona Daily Star that if you're a serious person, you should write a serious essay. If you're funny, write a funny essay. And I think if you're laid back, you can be a little laid back, but also let it peek out that there's something other than your high score in a video game that you really care about. Be yourself, but be your best self. Word choice means using interesting, striking phrases that sound good when read out loud. Be specific. Don't say, my friend and I grew apart and that made me really sad. Say, when I finished talking, my friend looked at me blankly, waiting for the punchline, and I realized that she didn't understand me, that despite our many years together, we were still strangers, that all of us are essentially castaways on separate deserted islands. Use of metaphors and similes can really add flavor to a bland piece of writing. On the other hand, don't use words you don't understand. I call this thesaurus-itis. It means overusing a thesaurus to replace small words with big ones. Don't do this. It makes you sound dumber, not smarter, because you probably aren't using all those words correctly, and it makes you sound ridiculous. It should go without saying, though I know from experience that it doesn't, that you should thoroughly check and recheck your writing for conventions errors, spelling, punctuation, capitalization, any format requirements the university may have specified. After you've checked your essay, have someone else check it. By someone else, I don't mean your computer's spell check. While you're at it, why not confer with a skilled essay writer? You can. Just find some well-written essays and read them.
We're going to read some
Get
good
some
ones.
ideas for
in a minute.
different ways you can sound, different tones, and different techniques for achieving certain effects. They don't have to be college application essays. I recommend the Best American Essays series. Ask your librarian about those. And when you read them, notice how each writer has his or her own personality. Notice how good writers show rather than tell. That means if Doris, remember Doris, is telling a story about how her family's car broke down in the middle of the desert, she shouldn't just tell us that and stop there. She should also make us see the desert, make us see what she sees and feel what she feels.
Yes, imagery in your
She might
writing.
describe the surrounding desert, put in some details about the physical process of getting help or helping her parent fix the car, as well as, importantly, her thoughts and feelings while all of this is going on, all of which will be revealing to the reader that Doris has qualities that make her more interesting than those other 99 applicants. Now, most application essay prompts are pretty standard and open-ended, like write a personal statement that gives us a sense of you as an individual, that sort of thing. But some colleges ask really strange questions like, how do you feel about Wednesday? Or how about this one? Don't let these kinds of questions throw you off. They're still just trying to get a sense of who you are and how you think. Answer the question in the spirit in which it was asked, in a creative and original way. And along the way, make them conclude, without you actually saying it, that you are a student they really, really want attending their school. When it comes down to it, those wacky application prompts are really not that different from the more ordinary ones. Finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. Talk to your school counselor and visit your local public library. Look up articles about college application essays in newspapers and magazines. See if your local library has a database of news articles like ProQuest. And when you have a draft, don't be afraid to ask parents and teachers to read your essay and give you constructive feedback. But remember, no article, book, video, or school counselor can write your essay for you. It's something that only you could create from your life history, your personality, and your imagination. So, I've given you 8 tips. 1, start early, don't wait until the last minute. 2, organize effectively. You can check out my video on how to organize an essay. 3, write with personality and emotional commitment. 4, use specific interesting word choices. 5, check for conventions errors. 6, also read some good essays. 7, read articles about college application essays. And 8, get some constructive criticism. Follow those 8 tips and you'll improve your odds of getting that acceptance letter. Good luck.
Okay. All right. So questions on we go, guys. Okay, so sorry. Did y'all hear me, or are y'all just, did I click us off? Were y'all hearing? You weren't hearing? Okay, I recorded it, so if y'all, we read a couple essays and we read the prompts. So if y'all just go ahead and shop for prompts, email with any questions you have. It is tech time now, so I'll leave the audio on. You let me know if you need anything, okay? I think it must have kicked us off. We've had internet trouble, so that must have been what it is. Okay. All right, guys, anybody have anything else? No? No?
I really like it. I was in the middle of watching Good joke. You did a little joke. Here you go. I can't do it at home. My dad only brings you that.
Guys, let me know. And again, if you take time, I'm talking through it.
Never
I'm trying to give it up again. Turn the light on.
And now I'm hungry. Yeah, the ghosts. I got one about like
Everything else is back over here. I'll fix it.
Me, it's me.
I don't know. I got kids all over the show doing it. So like, yeah, also. I haven't watched Fury and Ice last it's only one season. I changed it, but look up Fury and Ice, like on your phone. Fury and Ice episodes and it's just I know. But now it's not.
Y'all have a great day. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.